Welcome to Halloween's Forge. I'm Gavin. This is the start of my YouTube channel. Welcome to the Forge. It's a small setup currently. It's just what I need to make knives and some other things. Most of my electricity when I'm using it, I use off of a small battery generator. Love my little jackery. I've had it for a few years. It's now come into nice use in the forge. It will run my bench grinder here quite well. Small propane forge. I'm on my second anvil. I have a VVAR one. I'll show it a little bit. Today's project is going to be actually turning an old truck toolbox into a proper workbench. It was brought in here to become that, and I haven't had a chance to yet do so. And so that is today's project. So first things first, I gotta clear everything off of the toolbox so that I can make some measurements. Piece of steel from here at the start of a chef's knife. Part of why I needed the new anvil, because the other anvil just wasn't responding well enough to the hammerheads, because it was cast iron, not cast steel. So, live and learn. This is where getting cheap tools just because they're cheap and you have them is not necessarily the best idea. So, once we have the once we have the truck toolbox in place at a good height, I'll mount the vise that I brought up here to be my handy vise. It's my quench tank that I used for my first knife. I have a better thing for using quench tank. I quenched the knife with mineral oil because it was $10.95, and mineral, from all the documentation and stuff I read, mineral oil works fine for that. This one's done, or this, once the toolbox is up, is going to be my reloading workshop as well. That's another thing I'm going to get into, is reloading cartridges for my firearms. I need somewhere to put it that's not on the ground, because the sand in the bottom of my workshop has a tendency to get a little wet. Because, as you can tell, my workshop is just kind of a small shed. When I need more power than the jackery can give me, I have the big giant generator that can actually run my house. So, joy of portable tools. My first anvil. That will still get some use every so often now, because it's still something good that I can hammer on, but it's not great for knife making, which is my plan. And that's part of why I need to turn this into a workbench. That is full of water. So what I'm going to have to do is bring a trash can up here and clear some crap out. Or that's not water. That is oil. Some found it. Found our container of oil from the previous owner. Okay. So first task is now cleaning out the toolbox before I can do anything with it. Alright, welcome again to the ADHD blacksmith, apparently. This is the garage. I'm going to work on cutting some wood for the workbench. And while I was gone, I know it's only been moments for you, it's been a while for me. I repaired an ice chest, I cleaned a shovel, I moved other wood that I needed, and found this piece of wood that I will use to make the crossbars for frame. I've already marked the board with measurements, which I need to find again, because there's a reason I'm calling myself the ADHD blacksmith. And what you may not realize, and what I regularly fail to realize, is the fact that blacksmithing is one of those things that uses way more skills outside of just hitting metal with a hammer than one would think. So you need to be able to measure, and you need to be able to plan. And when it comes to fixing your workbench, again, I had measurements marked. I just took the pit. Again, ADHD blacksmith, I set the pedestal down. I have no idea where it is now. I had a pencil behind my ear. Still have a pencil behind my ear. Found my mark. Alright. Got a square around here somewhere. You know what? I'm gonna go with that. And I will headphone warning now. That's one. All right, so when you see me again, we'll be up in the forge with some wood and show you where I've got from here. All right, we are back at the workshop, and there was a piece of metal there to help hold onto the bed of the truck. It is now gone. Handy hammer. When you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Piece of wood there is gonna that's the one I grabbed. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, but piece of wood there is gonna be screwed in, give a frame, something to hold on to. These are the pieces of wood on the side. We're going to screw into it. That's going to be what holds the table, holds it at the table. I will do better. I will do more screws on the inside once I get it back up again, and so that it will actually hold better. All of this is salvaged wood, and nope. Nope, that's even shorter. All right. These screws are going to sit long inside the box. I'll just cut them off with a angle grinder. Again, these are also going to be screwed from the inside. Well, that one's not really going to go anywhere. I'm not going to take you with me because I'm not rearranging the camera to the other end of the board, the other end of the thing. Just know I'm where I'm going. And you should be able to still more or less see me and hear me. Throwing a couple screws in there just to, or throw a screw in there to hold it. We'll get another screw at that end. And this will tell me real quick whether or not my headset's working as a microphone as planned, or if it's not. I'm going to use a slightly longer screw. That's going to be overkill. Smooth this side's workspace. go. I'll do some better screws from inside the box once I flip this thing over. Yeah, it's got some legs on. It's got some legs under it. Again. And yes, I mean found lumber. I do not care. Good enough. Still gonna be overkill. No, it's still not gonna be long enough. We'll go with the overkill. Thank you. Alright, whatever. We're in there. The board's a bit warped, and or the toolbox is. We're about to fix that. Let's fix both of those with this. Actually, the board's warped. Good enough. All right. That is significantly harder than the screw tip. All right. Now I gotta flip this thing back over. Oh, look, there's a drill bit in here. No. All right, and this is where I'm going to leave you again today.